The New York Times reports that the human rights arm of the Organization of American States said this past week that immigration enforcement in the United States is plagued by unjust treatment of detainees, including inadequate access to lawyers and insufficient medical care, and by the excessive use of prison-style detention. The group, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, issued those findings in a report that also takes aim at a federal program that allows county and state law enforcement officials to enforce federal immigration laws. The report says the government has failed to ensure that local police are not singling out people by race or detaining illegal immigrants on the pretext of investigating crimes. The commission recommends that the federal government cancel the program, known as 287G. While many of the findings repeat criticisms that have been made before by immigrant advocates and others, the report appears to be the first comprehensive review of American immigration enforcement in recent years by an international body of the organization's stature. The Commission, based in Washington, has no enforcement powers, but it has considerable moral authority and a record of cooperation by member countries, including the United States. Since much of the research was completed, however, the Obama administration has begun a major overhaul of the detention system. A month after the commission visits, immigration officials announced a sweeping plan to establish more centralized authority over the system and to renovate centers designed for penal detention to make them more appropriate for detainees facing deportation, particularly those accused of administrative violations. The administration said it would also close centers that were rarely used or failed to meet its standards and would consolidate the nation's patchwork of detention centers to meet increasing demand in specific areas, especially near big cities. It also said it would explore alternatives to detention. Felipe Gonzalez, president of the commission, acknowledged those plans, but said the commission would withhold judgment on the efficacy of the reforms. He said in an interview, quote, "According to the information that we have so far, it's not clear that it's been implemented or will satisfy the international standards of human rights." Gonzalez says the Commission will continue monitoring immigration enforcement to ensure that its grievances are addressed. The report says, quote, "The Inter-American Commission is convinced that in many, if not the majority of cases, detention is a disproportionate measure, and the alternatives to detention programs would be a more balanced means of serving the state's legitimate interest in ensuring compliance with immigration laws."